Hi everybody, this is Jason Pegler, owner of the social enterprise Chipmunk Publishing, the mental health publisher. This is a quick video about overcoming any mental illness. Okay, I don't say this lightly, okay? But this is just going out to anyone who has a mental illness, whatever it is, and who's been struggling with it for a long time and who wants to do something about it. It's also for people who work in mental health who feel a bit demoralised, and carers who wants to know if there's anything that can happen. So, of course, there's so many different types of mental illness. I had bipolar myself at the age of 17. I managed to get over it by writing my memoir, A Can of Madness, as a cathartic tool, and publishing was an empowering model for me. Also got heavily into personal development for a long time, 10, 15 years. That helped me along the way, and went to lots of seminars on personal development, got into positive thinking, reprogramming my mind, all this kind of thing. Went through CBT, all these, different kinds of therapies, looked at everything, hypnosis, whatever. But the strategies I want to give you here is basic common sense, okay? And please, whatever I'm saying to you, if you have a really serious condition, take advice with whoever the medical professionals are. But what I'm saying to you, if you can get a different balance in your life, then you can really get so much better. And this is something you should be sharing with your mental health team if you have one. How you plan and how you, step by step, how you improve your life. What am I talking about? Basic strategies, okay? Start living in the real world, okay? You have to, if you're isolated, socially excluded, just get out and mix with people, okay? Exercise more, okay? If you're sat about and you're not getting enough exercise, the more exercise you have, the more oxygen you bring around your lungs, the more happy you get. Get 15 minutes of sunlight every day. Just go out and see the light more. Watch less television, okay? Because television is quite often depressing, and avoid watching the news and reading the news as well, because that can really bring people down. I haven't watched the news for years. I sometimes look at technology news, sports news, but I'm very selective, okay? And this can make a massive difference. Cut out caffeine in the afternoons. Just say, look, I'm not going to have coffee after 12 o'clock. Cut out chocolate as well in the afternoons. Stop drinking. Stop being so addicted to sugar and overeating to make yourself feel better in the short term. Cut out alcohol. Cut it down completely. Cut it out completely. All it does is it stops the pain for a few moments, and it makes it worse later on. You're not dealing with any issues. What else is there? What other tips can I give you? I've had a huge bipolar experience, okay? I had 5 different psychiatric admissions from 1992 to 2000, a year in hospital, 2 years suicidal. I know what I'm on about. I've both been there, okay? And I'm never going back there. I haven't been in that state for well over a decade, okay? It's positive thinking. What you have to do is change the people in your life who are a negative influence on you. Get them out of your life. If it's too painful, if it's someone really close family member, think about it. Make the adjustments first. If you're hanging around with people who drink too much or who are taking drugs, get them out of your life. Seriously, find a new peer group. Find someone else who is successful in whatever it is. So different mentors in different ways. So model someone who is super fit. I mean, when I used to play rugby for Gloucester under 16s, I used to model Arnold Schwarzenegger. Sounds ridiculous, right? I've never met him. Although I nearly met him once in California. I just missed him by a few minutes, actually. It was quite random. But who knows, I might meet him one day. That would be great. So what I'm saying is, I used to model, I thought, who's the strongest person in the world? Arnold Schwarzenegger's pretty strong, right? So when I used doing weights to prepare myself for rugby, I was thinking I was at Arnold Schwarzenegger in the gym, and it made my weight sessions, made me push myself a lot harder. Get something like this for everyone in your life. Eat healthier, eat lots of vegetables, drink lots of water. Common sense, you know all these things. We all know that these things are good for us, okay? Be positive. Get into personal development literature, audio, whatever you listen to, DVDs, whatever you're interested. There's so much free. If you haven't got any money, just go out and there's so much of it for free. Just go on YouTube. There's so much of it, okay? So there's so much great free information, free books out there, free audios. If you just search around, happy things, search happiness. Yeah, search happiness on Google, see what comes up. You'll be amazed. Motivation, search motivation on YouTube or whatever. So it's just hugely important to look after yourself, okay? Look after yourself first. The more you look after yourself and your own happiness, the more potential you have in improving your own life, and then the more strength you can have of helping other people as well. It's really important. See, all these things are common sense. When you start putting them all together, it can make a huge difference. There's so many other things that most people don't do, okay? For example, it's really important to be organized. So have goals. Write down your goals every day, and you can change your goals. It's not like you have to write a goal and then you have to do it, and then you beat yourself up for not doing it. You wrote the goals, you can change them, but get in the habit of writing goals every day. Also, get in the habit of writing a little journal every day on your phone at the end of the day, just a minute or two, and reflect on the day and what you've done on the day. Monitoring your life more closely, more effectively, will have a huge impact, and you can make such a difference. Be grateful as well. Be grateful for what you have, what you've experienced, and how you're more fortunate than other people in other ways. One of the greatest things in the world is knowing that being a human being it's a magical thing. We live on Earth. There's whole universe out there, galaxies out there that we know very little about. The world is an amazing place. There's so many people on Earth. There's so many different cultures on Earth. People from different nationalities, different religions. We can communicate with everyone so easily now in the world through our mobile phones, through Skype, through Facebook, through Twitter, through YouTube. We can Google anything we want. We can find out information if we want. So become a player. What do I mean by that? Join the world and participate, and stop observing other people. So instead of sitting down watching the television 25 hours a week, why don't you say, okay, 8 of those hours a week I'm going to exercise. That's going to change your life dramatically. If you can't afford to go to a gym, just go for a walk, do sit-ups at home, press-ups at home. Then, say another 8 hours I'm going to read, and then the other 8 hours, why don't you plan what you want to do for the next 5 years? Because I guarantee if you plan meticulously what you want to do for the next 5 years, it's going to become a lot more chance of it happening. If you don't plan, you might end up 5 years time thinking, whoa, what happened to me? Well, no wonder you didn't plan. Make sure if you have a plan as well, that you don't just put your family in the plan, your family in this huge successful environment. Make sure you're in the picture yourself as well. So make sure that you're there as well. This is basic common sense, but it's so important. So Goal setting is really important. Journals. Make sure you get enough sleep. Sleep normal hours. Okay, if you have a job where you work nights, then okay, that might be difficult. But make sure you have appropriate amount of sleep. So I'm saying 7 hours is what you want. Don't think that you can get away with things by having 3 or 4 hours sleep, not sleeping one night, things like that. That is the worst thing for people with mental illness. I'm telling you, you've got to have sleep. Just before you go to bed at night, why not read something really positive? So, a self-help book, something really motivational, something, might be about your faith or something, but something that is really going to motivate you, because then when you're asleep, you're going to absorb it so much more when you're asleep. So the thoughts that we have when we go to sleep are really important for how we feel the next day. Try this exercise as well. When you wake up in the morning, run straight to the mirror and force yourself to smile for 5 minutes. Try that. If you're saying that you're depressed, you do that for 5 minutes, and I guarantee you that day will be the happiest day that you've had for a while. And it makes such a huge difference to be able to start smiling, because when you start smiling, then you use more muscles in your face, and it feels a little bit awkward at first, like. And then it feels more natural. So, and then it's easier to laugh, and you can do the same when you're laughing as well. So you can force yourself to laugh, and then it becomes more natural. Okay, have a great day. So, looking for everyone to overcome your mental illness. If you feel like writing about it and giving back in some way, or just think that you could get a few things off your chest, then please come visit me at Chipmunka Publishing, CHIPMUNKA.com, or Chipmunka Publishing, CHIPMUNKA Publishing.com. The mental health publisher. We've published over 1,000 books on different books about mental illness, and we have over 600 authors. Come with us, and I'll endeavour to publish you and give you a voice. Love you lots. Take care. Please read the website for details. Take care. Love you lots. Have a great day, and smile.